have just had a thought. We've got to see, haven't we? That should be fine. Oh, hold on a minute. Be quiet, thank you. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza, talks about brain and heart coherence, and he's not the only person doing that. So I was imagining that if people can do it through his meditations and workshops, then why can't I trigger it in myself and make it happen this very moment? Since it is possible, why not just let it make it happen by itself, without much effort of the mind? So then I sit here and try and feel both my heart and the heart and brain, so levels of the eyes maybe. And imagining the wave, like it's like a wave, but it's got to go at exactly the same speed, because I don't know what brain coherence and heart coherence looks like as a wave. It's too difficult to create. So I'll just imagine it's like a wave like this. So I follow those two waves. And in my mind, I create that wave like as my hands come from here. It creates the wave of that energy to happen, and then make it into maybe like one of those exercises and finish by opening up your aura from the top and flushing it down from the ground, bringing it back up, and maybe use a way around and come back to the brain coherence. So I really did my best, and I did it on the jackdaws, and what happened is they flew off, and I said to them, don't go away, you're not disliked here, you're loved. But they didn't come back, so that didn't work. So obviously my brain-heart coherence isn't there yet. So there could be another reason why they flew. Of course, they could have seen food. But I'm imagining this, and then I'm making it into an exercise. And I also had that thought, but I've only got two hands, that there would be one at this level as well for an emergency, because I need one here, coherence in the abdomen, from the abdomen to the heart and to the head. So they can all be coherent. So I've got 3 lines to follow in my mind, and that's very difficult. How do I look at 3 lines and know? Just they feel okay, they feel like a wave. The 3 are just peaceful, but powerful, because there's 3 of them. And then I do it with the other hand. Brain and heart coherence. So I've got to really believe it's happening. Really believe I can see it with my eyes, even if I can't. And I don't know if that wave would be related enough to what this one looks like or feels like enough, but it's imagining it happening. So I do feel energy here, actually, across there. There's noise in my letting go area of the abdomen. Tightness, at the bottom of there. Okay, you're linked with what? I'm talking, following where it talks to me from. Of course, it's all made up, so you can take it as entertainment if you're watching this and you don't believe in those things. Just see it as it's really hilarious. Love it. It makes me laugh so much. So you follow it, that energy. Yeah, it's a breast feeling, a sort of female organ really. Feels okay. Can you release that energy, please? Again, we don't need to pretend it's happening. We can make it really happen. By imagining some sort of colorful energy coming out of there and dropping to the floor, or dispersing out, or wherever it wants to go. Okay, what else do you feel? With the waves. Shall we do it again and see if it triggers something else, and see if we can follow the three of them in our minds. So I'm doing again the wave of heart and mind coherence, so my mind can imagine it working in unison. One river, stronger because it's two of them. I do that till I feel it's right to stop. Okay, brain and heart coherence. I feel like a grey thing here, like a grey fox, so I'm pulling it down that way. Again related, but at a different level to earlier's feeling here, which was more sort of closer to the body. This is more outer body, so maybe we're picking up the layers by doing brain and heart coherence. It would help us access, we've got auric fields so much closer to us than others, and maybe the different levels harbor information because it is energy. That's in the world of, the fairy world that we are talking about. And as you go out and out, because it does have quite a few layers, all of them start getting cleansed a bit like you would cleanse the chakras. You also think about the outer layers of the aura. So this is getting off. Child labor, I keep hearing that. I've been doing meditation lately on it, and this morning it picked up again about the grandmother of my mother, whose grandmother had a grandmother, and going back up our tree to see where this sexual trauma comes from, how many of them who actually enjoyed that side of life, who was healthy in that matter, and where are they? And just going down the line and feeling where it stops, and that was that connection that I'm feeling now with the layers and leading to family. Make it happen, but do not care about the video, please. Just feel your energy being coherent between your mind and your heart. this could take a long time. I'm interested in seeing what happens if I make it pretend as if, it is possible and it doesn't just happen to other people, miracles. So it is, okay, anything, feeling quite a lot in my body, so I'm wondering what layer I'm at. Obviously the third layer exterior to the first two layers of auric field. Okay. Now in this layer I'm seeing a spiral down to up. It spirals clockwise. Interestingly, I'm getting out of this physical sensation about my mother having pains in this area, and at some point, we all have pain as women, usually at some point in our lives, but I felt her pain in that. So with love and compassion, I want to heal that trauma for her, which has been a memory that she could never forget and has passed on to me through cellular memories because they didn't get released. I choose to clear that feeling. More heart and brain coherence is needed now. is where expression is needed, that I allow myself to express through sound whatever it wants to express. I welcome it at this level of heart and brain coherence, to express itself and release cell memory through the voice, to finish and terminate forever their presence in my field or cells. I want to erase anything past from my father's side as far as sexual trauma is concerned. I ask for my body to open up its cells and allow life to remove the atoms or molecules that are keeping onto the cell memory of all my female ancestors on my father's side. And I thank them for having given me life, but I remove this weight for myself because it doesn't serve me anymore. I'm rejecting the patterns from my ancestors who have brought me harm of which I cannot get out of very easily in this life. The patterns that are of auto-sabotage and of auto-destruction and self-denigration, anything like that, I ask to be released as it's not needed in this life at this moment. Oh, it's amazing how much energy you can move by following your intuition as to where you want to put your hands and what energy you want to move. So even though all this is imagined, there's a real release that is happening that I'm not forcing out of me. Now the next energy line needed a change of color, so I've changed it to a green, pale green. The energy of wood, the sap. It feels like this is a prison, but I'm telling myself that the only prison is in my head. I put myself in a cage. Can I feel anything else, please? Oh, yes, there's a lot of fardeau, yes. I haven't got the fardeau now, you know? Fardeau-less. Ah, it feels really good when it goes off. Ah. Here, in this layer, I feel shattered egos, like a glass dome, really. Very brittle, with people's ideas of themselves. So I break that. We don't need to be made of glass, do we? Not in our energy fields, anyway. There is so much releasing. trust is coming up now. Trust, so trusting the heart will take me to my best life possible in this life, in this body. As I carry on evolving and growing, hopefully. Which is why watching myself is so important. And why I do these videos, and why I must stop now, because I've got things to pack.